Got a good feeling about this. Oh!
I'm Limo, and you're listening to Pitch In, a podcast series exploring the people who make sport happen and the volunteers who keep communities connected. Sport might bring us together, but volunteers are the reason we stay connected. In this series, we're travelling across Australia to meet the extraordinary people who pitch in, not for money or recognition, but because they believe in the power of community. In this episode, we shine a light on the hidden heroes of community sport, the invisible backbone, the volunteers who keep clubs running week after week, often without recognition. Together, their stories reveal that the real heartbeat of sport isn't just on the field, it's the people who keep it alive behind the scenes. I first visited Camden in Greater Sydney to meet with Joel Bardsley, who is a community volunteer with the Camden Falcons Football Club, where he takes on the role of the club's mascot, Freddie Falcon. In this role, he helps create a fun and welcoming atmosphere at games and events, engaging with kids, families and supporters.
If you're not here, where would you be? And my kids have all grown up through the club.
Good stuff. Oh, they've scored again.
Every Saturday, everyone is off their iPads. They are doing that thing that other people don't do anymore, which is converse and have a conversation.
Yes.
And so from that perspective alone, the sense of community it brings, that's the piece. Hello. High five.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. Everyone needs to find their community. And one of the best things about most of the clubs in Macarthur, but certainly this club, is it's not about winning trophies. And if you think about the philosophy, we just want to get kids to come back next week, and we want to come back next year. That's what you want out of local footy clubs, and that's what this club does.
And you've clearly created an environment here at the club where people do love coming back. They love playing here. And one of the great things that this football club has is this
Freddie.
legend here, Freddie the Falcon. Can you tell us a bit about Freddie and how... So they've been the Falcons for years. How did Freddie come to be?
So Falcons club's been around for 50 years.
Yep.
But about, I'm going to say 12 years ago, the club decided we needed a mascot.
Yeah, good.
And it became the sort of running joke at committee meetings, we should have a mascot.
Yeah.
And so out of that, people got sick of joking and said, why don't we just have a mascot? So Freddie was born or hatched, as you will.
Yes, yeah.
And so Freddie's been around, I'm going to say 9 years now.
Right.
And he gets better looking. He doesn't age like the rest of us, old Freddie.
Good.
But Freddie he was certainly one of the first mascots for the Macarthur area.
Are you the only person who's ever been inside Freddie, or was the mantle passed from someone to you?
The story goes, our president was Dave at the time, nice chap.
Yeah.
And it was the committee at the time who said, let's build Freddie. David used to do it.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, he was up talking speech day, at trophy day, whatever, and said, Joel looks like he'll fit in it. And so that was it. I was Freddie there since, which is good. Because it's my alter ego gets to come out.
I love this. So tell us about, and you clearly relish the role. Tell us about the first time you put the costume on.
So, look, simply hot. I don't think people realise just how hot it is. So the way that Freddie's made, apart from lots and lots of fabric, is the head is heavy and it is very, very hot. And so when we do presentation days, they tend to be the end of the year, like in your October.
Yes.
Pretty hot. And so my first experience in Freddie was, I think I lost 3 kilos. Just being out on the grass with the kids and just sweating. So we've got good dry cleaning for Freddie when he needs a shower, and away he goes, because it's hot. It's just hot.
Freddie looks brand new today, so you clearly look after Freddie.
We love Freddie and we look after Freddie, absolutely. And look, a lot of the time he spends in my garage.
Okay.
Because we've been at the Bulls game and Freddie was out in the pitch or, whatever. So he stays zipped up very, very comfortably in my garage.
So when Freddie's stretching his legs out here, how do you get involved on a game day, for example?
So I like to have someone walk with me.
Yeah.
Freddie's doesn't have great visibility for a falcon. His range of movement somewhat limited, and his peripheral vision's completely eliminated. Freddie struggles.
Freddie struggles. Yeah.
So he's lost a bit of his peripheral vision. He certainly can't hunt at distance, that's for sure.
So Freddie just gets out there, engages with the kids, but also the parents and everyone else. And I imagine, what's the reaction of people when they see Freddie these days?
Well, one of two things happens.
Okay.
Little kids, they either bawl and run to mum.
Right, yes.
Or they want phones. They get the phones.
Oh, they want a photo.
Photos, plenty,
Yes.
lots and lots of photos.
Yeah.
So he's got a big smile, and he's very, very good at making it big. Very, very big at making the whole thing big. Hands in the air, making people cheer, etc. That tends to sell the best.
And how does it make you feel when you see the impact that the mascot, Freddie, has on everyone out here?
I don't think I really understood the impact until sort of after COVID. When COVID hit, everything's just messy, right? But you bring Freddie out after COVID when the season, the season after COVID finished had gone back to normal, etc. And it was felt different.
Right.
Much more engagement. People felt like they'd been locked up and now we're out.
Yeah.
And so from that perspective, I think I realised how much, Freddie's out. So that was really good.
And what about your own kids? Do they enjoy their association with Freddie the Falcon?
As they've got older, the two older ones not so much anymore.
Okay.
It's just Dad being a goose in a suit, which is that's pretty much what it is. The younger one still does. He still likes to see Daddy as Freddie, and he'll be, Freddie's biggest fan, and he'll walk around, make sure his mates come and say hello.
And with 85 teams, there must be a hell of a lot of volunteers who help to keep this place rolling day to day, week to week. Give us a sense of the importance of the volunteers of this place.
Mostly it's mums and dads, or people who've just got a passion for sport. Also, they're looking for their sense of community, right?
Yes.
So if you get good volunteers and this becomes their place, this becomes their safe place, this becomes their community connection bit, that's how you keep.
Absolutely. And when you think about volunteers, you'll think about people working in the tuck shop, people who are an umpire escort, a goal umpire or something. Not many people think about the mascot as the volunteer. It's a unique volunteer role. So what do you think of the skills that you bring to the mascot?
Look, I was always, no, not always, but for any teachers who might see this, probably 90% of the time I was a bit of a clown.
So you might have been born for the role.
So there's some synergies there in how cheeky Freddie gets to be when he's out there in the suit.
Yeah. And what does the future hold for Freddie? Will you be lighting up the faces of the kids for many years to come?
Look, Freddie's fun. I got 3 boys, a beautiful wife, but they're all busy people. So this is the bit of fun that I get.
Yeah, great.
Because there's not a lot of other fun when you've got to be a dad on the other side. So, this is I get to do what I like and have a good time. And so it's the fun bit that keeps me coming back.
Have you risen to celebrity level? Do people recognise you out of the suit?
It's probably the club's worst kept secret.
Right.
As the new kids come through, they don't know.
Yeah.
I think certainly in my son's age group, they know.
Yeah.
But most people don't know it's me.
Right.
The committee does and knows people who volunteer.
So you've got a
around
bit of anonymity when
Yeah.
you walk around out there.
I think they can put 2 and 2 together when you go back downstairs after you've had the suit on and you're sweating like. Here he is.
Look at this, Freddie.
Right, zip me up. It's just a hard hat. Then they build Freddie around him. All right.
It's Freddie. Given the importance of volunteers at a club like this, and given the wide variety of roles, including mascot, what would you say to someone who's sitting out there in the community who perhaps is thinking, I'd like to get involved with a local sporting club, but I'm a bit shy, I'm not very athletic.
Yeah.
What would you say to that person?
I'd say they'd fit in like I do. I'm not very athletic. Look, volunteering's not about giving up your day, it's about giving up some time. So if you think about volunteering in sections of 5, 10, 15 minutes, people who just bring the goals over and put them in the shed for us saves the committee doing it. If you want to volunteer for a club, most clubs have a website and a contact, which
Yep.
is an email. Send them an email and then just set a meeting up and have a conversation. Most of them will be done over the phone and say, look, I've only got half an hour, but I know the club's down the road. Is there anything I can do for half an hour? We have guys painting lines, pulling
Yeah.
nets down, putting nets up. There's so many 10, 15-minute jobs to do. It just means that if the more 15-minute jobs that you get to share around, the less there is for those who are doing the bulk.
And for the people who do come down and offer some assistance, particularly if they're feeling a bit lonely in their community or a bit left out, it provides a nice little connection and a sense of belonging, doesn't it?
We would be happy with someone for 15 minutes to come and sit at the end of the day, down the stairs at the canteen, have a beer with the old blokes, and then just help put the chairs away. All that is about connection. We all know that mental health on this planet, as we speak right now, is growing and becoming more and more of an issue. And so much more of that can be taken away by having a beer with someone with some sort of common similarity.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You can talk about the weather. We talk about sport, but there's something about just having a beer, come and volunteer, put the chairs away for 10 minutes, you don't have to play.
Yeah. You can't put a price on the value of that connection with people in your local community.
And so that community feel is, that's the part that keeps people coming back. And if you do that at the local club too, and you can find it at the local club, as I say, it doesn't have to be all day. 15 minutes and a cold beer at the end of the day and people are happy.
And that's it. Can you walk down that main street without people yelling, Freddie! It's Freddie!
Well, for the moment. I don't know how long they'll last.
Next, I travel to Malmsbury in central Victoria to meet Laurie Marshall, who, at 90 years old, is a long-time groundskeeper at the Malmsbury Cricket Ground. He has maintained the pitch there for more than 40 years and is widely regarded as a local legend within the Malmsbury community for his long service and dedication. Laurie, thanks for your time today. Before we get into the work you do here, let's get your backstory a little bit. Where did you grow up? And as a kid, what sports did you play and where did you play them?
Well, I was born in Kyneton, down the bottom of Hutton Street, near the Campaspe River, on the floor. Anyhow,
Right.
I went to the Marist Brothers School, an all-boys school in Kyneton,
Yeah.
and I played football. I was captain of the under-18 side at Kyneton,
Yeah.
and then I went to Echuca. They were in the Bendigo League then,
Yeah.
and I did my knee up there in 1956.
Yeah.
So that ended my cricket and my football career, and I concentrated on cricket. So I played with the very strong Albion cricket side at Kyneton when I was 17, and then we moved from Kyneton competition, which fell through, up to Castlemaine. And I played up there till about 1970 something anyhow.
Yeah,
1978 with Kyneton first and then Malmsbury. So
Yeah.
I played 300 games of A-grade cricket at Kyneton, and then I've been at Malmsbury since.
Ever since then. Now, in your time of playing A-grade cricket, I imagine you must have knocked up a few decent scores along the way. What were some of your highlights?
I think one of my highlights was making 100 runs against Muckleford, and they had a bloke by the name of George Skinner opening the bowling. I opened the batting all my life, and he was reported to be the fastest bowler in country cricket. And those days we never had helmets, we just had baggy green.
Was he zipping them around your ears?
He was zipping them all right. 25 years old at Kyneton. And I captained the A-grade side there 7 times in that time. And then I was secretary a number of years, president. I've done everything.
You've volunteered right through the place.
I had 15 years there managing the Castlemaine side. Then I thought I was too old for cricket, so I just do the wickets now. I've done the wickets all the time. That was me. My big aim in life was to see how good I could get. And then I've spent the rest of my life picking curators' brains everywhere I go.
Yeah, great. Great.
Everyone's got different ideas. Richie Benno's always on about cross-rolling. A bloke down at Williamstown, I was playing country league cricket for Castlemaine.
Yeah.
And they had a beautiful wicket out at Williamstown. And I was talking to him about it, and he said, no, he said, I reckon the diagonal roll's the best. So I started doing that here. Now, I think you always get the opinion that the cross roll makes it look flatter at the batting creases and that. But then I'm always frightened if it's a bit soft, you're going to leave a little ridge going across the wicket, off the table. So I haven't done it, everyone's different.
Yeah.
I think they've all got their own ideas. Yeah, I've been lucky here with choice of turf. We use Santa Ana, and the only reason I got onto that, I was talking to a bloke down in Melbourne there at the Albert Ground one day, the curator there, and he said it's very hard. The Legends turf is good, but it doesn't fire up like the Santa Ana. If it gets a bit cold, it still carries on.
Sure. And as you say, weather dependent as well. We often see curators at cricket grounds when the rain's coming in, they rush the covers out onto the ground. Have you got covers here?
We've got covers here. We've got new ones now. Like a couple of years ago, we had new ones.
Yeah.
They're lighter. But the original covers covered our 2 decks. And the wife will tell you there, we went to bed one night and it looked like raining. The thunder started. So I got her to come. We're down here at midnight with the truck lights on. And then the wind started blowing, and next minute the wind got the covers, and I didn't know where Mum was. I'm yelling out, and she's on the ground halfway to the boundary. So she wasn't too happy.
Right. Now, you've clearly done an amazing job. You've been doing it since 1978.
Yep.
And you've got the respect you deserve. You're a legend around town.
Oh, yeah.
And the ground, I saw the sign as I drove in. This is the Laurie Marshall ground. It's named after you.
Yeah, I know. I feel very humble about that, I can tell you. But, I appreciate it.
When did they decide to name the ground after you? How long ago?
Oh, it was about probably 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
Well, Laurie, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've made an incredible contribution to this community over many years, and we appreciate your time sharing a bit of your story with us.
Thanks for that, anyhow.
Next up, I head to Sydney to speak to Dr. Lindsay Rees, who is a sport advocate, leader and director of sport programs at the Australian Sports Commission. Her experience spans partnerships across government, academia, communities and the sport and physical activity sectors in both the UK and Australia. I asked her what the Australian Sports Commission does to support volunteers and community clubs. So tell me, Lindsay, from an Australian Sports Commission point of view, how important are volunteers to the health of community sport in Australia?
They are the heart of everything we do. At the Sports Commission, we do so much work with enabling athletes to travel all around the world and compete in high-performing environments. Again, for that to be delivered, volunteers are front and centre.
Yep.
And at a community level, they're the lifeblood that enable everyone to get down to the oval, the footy field, the pool. They're the ones that make the experiences happen. They're the ones that give the high five, the smiles.
Yes,
they're the ones cheering on. They are absolutely essential.
So how do you go about nurturing that group of people, that volunteer group of people, and how do you, on top of that, how do you go about encouraging more volunteers to join the ranks?
The reality is, because sport relies on volunteers, we are seeing a bit of a decline in volunteering in sport.
So how do we nurture the volunteers, that cohort of volunteers that we already have, and how do we encourage more to join the ranks?
Celebrating what they do, recognising their efforts, and critically, it's all about making sure that they feel a part of the team, a part of the culture, and making it easy. Sometimes we feel like there's so many barriers to getting involved to volunteering these days, committing for a season, making it complicated. So we have to make sure it's easy to sign up. When they come down, they're alongside people, they're having fun, it's positive, and then they all share their stories, and then we hope that then will inspire other people to get involved. The Sports Commission invests in national sporting orgs right down to community clubs. And yes, resources are a key part of it to give people the right information when they need it. Yep. And a key part is elevating the stories. There are so many beautiful, wonderful people that give up their time and celebrate and have a wonderful time playing sport. A key part of our role is amplifying their stories. Because when you listen to someone's background and why they volunteer, it resonates with people. It gets them out of their homes to go and think, do you know what, I want to go down to my local club, meet people, make new friends, connect, learn new skills.
Yeah.
And so a key part of our role is to share the story, celebrate. We do that through National Volunteer Awards. We do it through also getting out into the community, listening to where the barriers are, and then helping clubs and the environments break those barriers down to make it easier. Absolutely everyone can volunteer. We're seeing a rise in the number of students and young people volunteering because they see it as a way to get a job, get involved, often through major events. You know, if you've got a journalist at university trained to be, around media, volunteering in a major sporting event is a great opportunity to learn firsthand around, PR and media.
Yep.
Equally, we see older people that want to spend time with their grandkids, going down to the local club and being on the sidelines and holding a flag, being on the barbecue.
And I think most sporting organisations these days, if someone did turn up on their doorstep and say, I want to volunteer, they're not going to turn them away.
Where we see it working well is when volunteers are recognised in their own right. So it's not just about the players. And that power of storytelling is really key, because if you can see it, and I do think there's a bit of work to do with that in volunteering, because I think even the word sometimes, be a volunteer, often I hear stories of people saying, I just held the flag, I just blew a whistle, I just gave people high fives and was given the vibe check. That's a volunteer. And sometimes it's not a conscious choice. You could be the person that was the last one to put your hand up, or you step back, and before you know, you're lending a hand. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
At the heart of it, it's helping out, doing a job, doing a task around a sporting event or a sporting club. It doesn't have to be rigid and formal. It doesn't have to be the commitment of a full season.
Yeah.
And they're the things that will make it more accessible to people.
And tell me, how has volunteering at community sport evolved over the years?
Volunteering has certainly changed. I think the traditional view of volunteering was the extensive hours, lots of commitment, full seasons, full time. Whereas now what we're seeing is actually the future of volunteering will be broken down. So it's small jobs, little and often. Sometimes you don't even have to go to the club. You could be an accountant working full time and go, if that treasury needs support at the club, I can do that from benefit of my own home.
Yeah.
So I think the evolution of volunteering will be that it's simpler, it's easier, it's in partners, it's around people. So I think the view of volunteering is shifting, but we still have a commitment to elevate those stories and show the stories that are doing really well. Because we would be naive to not acknowledge that sometimes volunteers, they work hard, it can be quite draining, it can be quite demanding, and it's on us and the whole system to make it easy for those volunteers and make it a lot more support for them. And look, volunteers also do a range of jobs. It's not just the coaches and the officials, which often, a lot of people think that if you're volunteering in sport, it's an official role, like a coach or an official. Essential roles, they're needed, they are the heartbeat of a club. It's also support roles as well. It's the people on the car park, it's the people on the canteen, it's the people turning the sausages, cleaning the kits, taking the oranges, behind the scenes roles. It's making those invisible roles visible, because they're the ones that I'm sure every one of us has mucked in, not even planned to, but you're there, it's needed, you muck in, you lend a hand, and you're part of the community. And that's what we've got to draw attention to.
And what about the evolution of volunteering? Where do we see it going in the future? Is it just more of the same as more and more people get involved?
I think the future looks really bright, because we're going to see more vibrancy. We're going to see more people volunteering from all the local communities. I think the future has to be that everyone sees themselves in volunteering. We have to back it as a country. Everyone's got to get behind sport. We've got some big events coming up. Sport is relying on volunteering irrespective of the discipline, the code, the level of competition, right from community up to elite sport. We're certainly seeing a boom in volunteering in all events as well. So it's not just traditional sport. It's also, your Ironmans, your triathlons, your marathons. The future of volunteering is a celebration of all communities. It's bringing people from all walks of life together. It's being person-centred. So the future has to be people volunteering on their terms. So my advice would be, listen to the skill sets that are coming up, the lived experience. When you look around the local community event, there'll be people that are lawyers, doctors, tradies, like chefs. Lean into the skills that they're offering. Often the history of volunteering was, we have a job, let's put people to it. The future's around, what can they offer? Bring them in, and there's something for you.
And it's a very egalitarian world, isn't it, community sport, where it doesn't matter what you do in the outside world, once you arrive, everyone's the same.
when you go around listening to people's stories, they'll talk about the day job and then they'll say, oh, but, I coach my under-9's daughter's footy team on the weekend. It's like we wear multiple hats. We are all coming to these sports and our day jobs with a whole range of experience. That's what we want to lean into. And that's what's exciting about sport. Brings people together, tap into that lived experience and the formal skill sets, and that will make everyone have a fun, inclusive time.
What a great episode of Pitch In. And what really struck me with Laurie is how much he cares about that cricket pitch in Malmsbury. And I love that they've named that particular ground after him. And Joel, Freddie the Falcon, his commitment to entertaining those kids week after week as that mascot is absolutely inspiring. There's something pretty special about people who just keep showing up year after year purely for their community. This has been Pitch In, hosted by me, Limo. Thanks for listening. Pitch In is supported by the Australian Government.